It all began high on the Ozark Ridge. Greg Long and I hiked into our hunting area well before daylight, and it didn't take long for the action to begin. Gobblers sounded off all around us throughout the Ozark Hills, but none of them seemed to be moving closer to our setup. A gobbler not far away sounded off, so we headed towards him. We set up in a clearing just below the gobbler, but he wasn't by it, and he wasn't coming down, so we made another move. Greg and I both called, and the gobbler responded. Minutes later, Greg indicated he could see the bird. Wow, that happened fast.
Well, it's a good day in the Ozarks in Missouri, except I missed a minute ago. Bill and I was sitting over here this morning, set up on some birds right at daylight, and they stayed up on top of the ridge, and we had a single bird gobble every time we'd call, so we decided to make a move on him. Went a couple hundred yards and set up at the bottom of the ridge, but he wouldn't come down, so we decided to move again. Got about halfway up the ridge, and I set up against a big oak, and every time I'd call, he'd gobble. I seen that old big old white and red head coming through the woods, and I pulled the trigger, but unfortunately, like some of us do, I missed. Either that or Bill's trying to make me feel good. He said I hit a bunch of brush, but either way, we looked for about an hour on this ridge, walked it back and forth, and no feathers, no blood, so it was a clean miss, and we're gonna go get after it again and try to do it one more time.
I felt badly for Greg, but it was early, and there were lots of birds in the area. Spring was in the air, and we enjoyed the beauty around us. And it wasn't long, about 2 hours later, we struck up another gobbler. Greg and I double-teamed this gobbler as well. I sat 20 yards behind Greg, and once he quit calling, I started calling, and the gobbler fell for the bait. The gobbler closed the distance in a hurry, but when it showed up, Greg was in for a big surprise. The only thing better than one gobbler is two gobblers. But as birds often do, these two gobblers stayed too close together for several long minutes and kept Greg from making a one-shot, one-bird kill. But as luck would have it, the two birds strolled into thick brush, making for a difficult shot. Greg kept his cool and waited for exactly the right moment.
You got him, Bill. That's how you do it. Outside Again Adventures TV, online show with Bill Cooper and Greg Long. Looks like a good 2-year-old bird. Come in on a string.
Well, this morning, Bill and I was on birds, and we worked a good bird. Had him coming in about 40 yards, and he seen something and started putting, and I thought I had a good shot, and I just clean missed him. We looked for about an hour and couldn't find him. Got back to sitting in some fields with some decoys out, and didn't really have nothing working, and it was about 12:30, and we could only hunt till 1, and we was leaving, head back to turkey camp, and I actually seen a bird when we was driving out of the guy's driveway on the farm, and we drove up the road about a half mile and parked and circled around and started calling, and it didn't take but about 15 minutes, and two longbeards come just running, and about 35 yard shot. And I've been using Bill's Mossberg, and it done the job. It dropped him one shot, good, quick, clean kill, and now we're gonna go have turkey breast. Well, it finally come together this morning. Me and Bill Cooper was out here in Missouri turkey hunting some of these longbeards and using some Bean Creek game calls, using a box call, slate call, and a diaphragm, and end up calling two birds in this morning. I missed the first one, and then it did take about 10 minutes, and then we started working another bird, and he come right in and put a shot on him, one shot, one kill.
The Missouri Ozarks and all the beauty found there provides the perfect backdrop for a turkey hunting camp. All the campfires under the stars, the food, the friends, all the good times, and being in the outdoors will make memories that will last for a lifetime. We all can't wait for the next turkey camp.